What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week Jay Hayes comes back and starts striking the detractors. He's still giving money to DSP. DSP is going to get a huge $500 tip, but freak out about it. He's going to be forced off the internet because his power went out. And also, he's going to pull a leg muscle doing curls, and much, much more. And we start off today looking at Jay Hayes, the dent from last week, who's starting to strike detractors using his content. And this is probably the worst thing you could do. You're trying to save your dead career by giving money to DSP and clout chase, which is absolutely pathetic. But now, you're striking down people who are using their content and reacting to it and analyzing it. After a while, you start to get a reputation for it. Then, of course, we have a picture of Jay Hayes riding a banana in a bikini. Exactly what a DSP dent would look like. Even though DSP said his marathon was successful, he's now saying it wasn't successful because he was not in charge. And he puts the blame on his audience for the games they nominated and they voted on. And of course, if you remember that marathon he did where he played Kingdom Come Deliverance with that rant, he said after that, "I'm not letting anyone choose the games, I'm going to choose from now on." Well, DSP today, DSP tomorrow. And of course, this is all just blame shifting. He's responsible for everything. So in DSP's mind, whenever something flops, anything goes bad, it's always the audience's fault or someone else's fault. But if everything goes well, he's a big brain genius with a business degree.
The feedback that I got was this. The marathon was good, but again, this is like the third marathon I've done in a year. People didn't like the way I did it. Allow me to explain. I put the power in the hands of the viewers, meaning the viewers were nominating games, voting on games, and then after a vote went down, I would play whatever game won the vote, reshuffle the cards essentially of the deck, do another poll, people would vote again, I'd play what won, reshuffle the deck, etc. Right? So here's the thing. Even though people seem to like to have that level of input, they want to be interactive and have their vote count for something. Because of the nature of an event like that, it means that you never know what's going to happen, right? The feedback I got is, Phil, for once, it's your birthday, all right? You choose. If you want to do a Mega Man marathon, do a Mega Man marathon. If you want to play a certain kind of game, play that game. Do whatever it is you want to do because it's your birthday. So control the event. Don't put it in the hands of the viewers that it's uncertain and indecisive and no one knows what we're doing. Just lock it in. Okay? So, I think perhaps that's what we're going to do.
And it's really amazing that one person came to Phil who talks exactly like him, uses the words he uses, the phrase he uses, his mannerisms. It's almost like it's a voice in the back of his head, the Greed Goblin. And as you guys saw last week, he went viral for dying to the very first enemy in GoldenEye. Well guys, he's now responded to it, and he feels so hurt. You can tell in his voice, especially when someone brings up that Asmongold laughed at him. Why, Sir Gold? Why?
Someone tipped $2, says Asmongold watched your 007 gameplay, and he thought it was funny. Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot. So did everybody else. Thanks for $2. Don't care. All right.
And another example of DSP today, DSP tomorrow, the flip-flop, hypocrite side Phil. He's now saying he's going to play Slay the Spire 2 when it's hot and new. But remember guys, he doesn't chase the trends. He doesn't play new meme games. He's not like all the other content creators. And in the past, he's rallied against early access gaming. But now, he's all for it because he wants to be looked at just like everyone else. He wants to be professional. Phil, you're the guy that jerked off on stream and rage quit a Kirby game. Nobody cares about you being professional.
That's the feedback I'm getting. Yeah, Dark Micah just said you should. I feel like you play a lot of games too late. Right. Now, again, I'm getting pushback. Some people are like, well, it's early access. It's not fully released. Enough with your bullshit. No, seriously, I'm just going to call this out right now. Enough with your bullshit. Everyone plays games in early access, and anyone who complains, I'm not going to listen to you anymore because you said the same thing about Hades 2. And then when I went back to play Hades 2 a year and a half later when it fully released, no one cared because everyone had already played Hades 2. So fuck off. Don't even say that early access excuse nonsense. I don't ever want to fucking hear that word ever leave anyone's lips ever again. I already been there, done that with Hades 2. I made the wrong decision. I should have played the whole game at launch and not listened to whiners. If the game is hot and new, I will play it when it's hot and new, and you'll like it. That's simple. No more toxicity from these fucking people who just want to complain about everything I do. I'm not listening to them anymore. Okay?
And now let's take a look back at DSP talking about early access games and how his opinion has changed since then.
Not to get early access games. Did you not? You outright told me don't do that because the game's not finished. So if you play an early access game, you're essentially getting the game before it's completed, and you shouldn't do that. You outright told me that earlier this year when I tried to play Hades 2. So it's like, I don't know. I seem to get a lot of mixed messages, to be honest. Don't do early access. Don't even know what this game is. Then all of a sudden the game comes out and the gaming community says it's hype. So all of a sudden now everyone wants me to drop everything and play it. But what about everything else we're doing? Early access is a new Kickstarter scam, says James. Well, here's the deal. All right. It's only $30. It's $29.99 because I'm not going to be getting the higher end pack. A lot of early access games that I've gotten in on have burned me. PUBG in particular, one of them, where I paid $30 for a game that was obviously unfinished. And even though they claimed to have improved it over time, it never really got better. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would prefer to wait for Visage to be a full release than early access. I don't want to spend money on a game that's not done. So.
And despite DSP saying last week, he never comes on and flexes, and anyone who says he does is obsessed and homosexual, he's now going to accidentally flex on people. And you can tell there's no muscle there, there's nothing. He's doing Ozempic, he's not working out.
Oh, ooh. Oh, I did an inadvertent flex. I was actually kind of stiff. I did an inadvertent flex right there, but you can't see. I'm wearing a very loose sweatshirt today, nice comfy one. It's a cooler day today, so I said I'll wear something heavier, comfier on purpose. I think.
And this is another example where you can see he doesn't respect his wife, he doesn't love his wife, he doesn't care about his wife. Even though he says he makes a comfortable living on YouTube and doesn't have to worry about money, he still forces his wife, who says she hates her job, hates retail, to go and work at retail, a 9 to 5. And he's gonna laugh at people now that they have to work a 9 to 5 and not play video games like him.
So Guacamole says, will your $100 birthday animation be a gif of you crying? No, it's gonna be a moving animation of me counting all of my money and laughing maniacally at you because you still have to work a normal job and I get to play games all day. That'll be the animation.
And then right after that, his chat was all on him. What's wrong with working a normal job? I work normal jobs. You shouldn't try to demean us like that. He doesn't care about you, just your money. You still went bankrupt though. Plus you had to be bailed out by your mommy. I don't think you should scorn the working class so much when it's their tax money who funded your man-child life. And it's getting really sad in RimWorld. Low attendance, low support, and now he's looking up guides on stream and telling people, tell me what to do. This is the lowest effort content I've ever seen from DSP, and that's saying something.
So, a proper kill box, good lord. Can we look this up now? Do we work on this now? Let me take a look. If I go over here, and I say, RimWorld, kill boxes. So, hallway of traps, hallway of sandbags with people on the sides firing. There's too much. I would need suggestions. I would need someone to actually help me with this. I can't just do it live and search for it. I'll never find it. Because, of course, this game's, what, 13 years old? Like, you'll get so many suggestions, you'll never know what's a good one. I need you guys to suggest if you know a certain one, or if someone can email me with some suggestions. I would like to look into it, but I don't think I could really do that live during the stream. There's too much out there, too much information.
And despite DSP saying retard, mouth the morons, telling people to eat shit out of his ass, the toxic rants, the crash outs, DSP believes his content is child friendly and anyone, any age can watch it. However, he says naughty words during Street Fighter, and that's the only time that is not appropriate for a child.
And then Ian with an Australian super chat says, is this a child-friendly channel? Just checking. Well, I don't play rated G games very often. Like, this game is very gory. I play violent games like horror games, fighting games. I would say no, it's not very child-friendly, only because I play all games. My commentary, I don't really go crazy with anymore. When I was younger, I definitely did. Today, I'm way more balanced and reasonable, as you can tell if you've been listening tonight. Yeah, I swore a few times, but nothing too major, nothing awful. I don't really do sexual commentary or anything like that. So in that regard, it's not really me. It's more the game selection, I would say, that would make it more adult-oriented. Or if I play fighting games, then I swear like a sailor. That's about the time that I would go crazy, okay?
And this is so funny. So every time he gets wailed out by someone, he always says, I have hundreds and thousands of people that supported me, and so many people supported tonight, and blah, blah, blah. But on this day, he's saying, oh, all these people I've never seen before came in, dropped a lot of money, and saved the stream. He's so close to admitting that he has carried every stream by 1 or 2 whales.
Trent says, do you think the game has earned a long-term spot in the rotation? Right now, it's working. This has been a late-night stream that sometimes is chill, sometimes it's hectic, sometimes it's both. You never really know what's going to happen when I play RimWorld. I think that's part of the appeal. And this game has a cult following. So even though we don't get a ton of viewers, we almost always get a good amount of people to engage and support it when we play it. Tonight was kind of weird, I'll be honest. We had one person who came out of nowhere and did a $50 super chat. And then we had another person, Darren, who was a newcomer, and dropped a whole bunch of support as well. So, this was a rare thing. If they hadn't been here tonight, I don't know how the stream would have done. But it still did well. So I'm not going to complain or anything. I'm just saying, hey, it's pretty interesting that people are liking the game so much. So let's keep it going for now, right? Let's keep it rolling. No, Mold Brew Drinker, outside of those 2 people, a bunch of other people did support too. But I'm saying it was weird that 2 people who aren't regulars came by out of nowhere and did a lot of support tonight. That's good. But obviously you want to have that regular crowd also coming by to support it. So, don't know how it would have went if it wasn't for those 2.
Then we had Bring Back Banjo, who says, he's such an interesting character, DSP. He hates anyone laughing at his expense, yet he continues to put himself in the position where people can see that he is comically bad at his job. And of course, because DSP doesn't care about the trolls, he doesn't care about what's being said about him, he has to respond to this. Time and time again, I've explained my position and nobody listens, so let's try it again. Your opinions don't matter, and you are insignificant, no matter how many memes you make. I'm successful, despite you. It doesn't affect me, so do what you want. Yeah, it doesn't affect you so much that you have to comment on it, Phil. If you want to see how strict DSP is in his chat, and how easy you can get banned, and how thin-skinned he is, he's now going to ban 2 people that are not talking to him, not talking about the game, not talking about his stream, and are having a side conversation. Pretend to be Twin Peak characters, talking to each other. They're not saying anything to Phil, they're not insulting him or his wife or anything, but Phil bans them because they're having a side conversation to themselves.
We have 2 people talking to each other, cosplaying or LARPing as characters from Twin Peaks. So I banned them because they're spamming the chat. Stupid idiots.
And this is absolutely mind-blowing because anything DSP does, he manages to mess it up, including pulling a leg muscle while doing bicep curls.
To be honest, kind of, how do they say? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Reason being, last night, I was exercising. And as I've told you guys many times, my exercise setup is not ideal. It's far from it. It's a crappy, small weight bench that I bought off Amazon. with a couple of free weights. And I was doing curls, and as I was doing one of the curls, I pulled a leg muscle. So now I have shooting pain and tenseness in my right leg because I pulled a leg muscle. And it pissed me off, and obviously, you know, tried to go to sleep, you know, in bed, I'm moving and hurting it when I'm in bed at night, like, ah.
And despite Land's catamaran only watching 90 minutes of watch time on DSP, even though he spent thousands of dollars on him, it is nothing compared to your future stepdad, who little 5'1" Ralphie mentions stepdad is just a loser with no friends. And look at that, they always look like that. And then OIC is getting very ballsy as he put this under his new sock account. Love your content, hun. I do gaming online and makeup online. Single? Before you know it, OIC is going to be at his doorstep, chloroform in hand, and about to make his move. And then we have Zeddy. Nothing says successful like begging for money 7 days a week and declaring bankruptcy before the age of 40. And because DSP doesn't care, he's going to reply to this. What's hilarious is I'm far more successful in life than you'll ever be. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And Zeddy points out, I get more YouTube views than you. Never ask my audience for anything and make a great living playing video games. I don't even have to take on sponsorships like you pretend every YouTuber has to. And then we have this chart here. So that orange line is the views that Zeddy gets, and that blue line at the bottom there is what DSP gets. And then we have the comparison here. So look at this. I think the biggest one he has is 503 views. And most of them 100 or 200 views. 8.3K, 6.3K, 10K, 14K, 13K, 17K. But remember, DSP is more successful than him, and there's nothing he can do about it. And guys, you're never going to believe this. Support was low again. And he's pissed. And he's saying now, come on guys, let's go. You wanted this. Start paying up now.
So guys, I don't know what to say. I'm going to be real with all of you. I like the game. I liked the game when I was playing it before, and it was an underperforming game, but today we've got like 20-something bucks of support, and I've been streaming since 11 a.m. Okay? It's not doing well. All right? At all. In any way. And I still got another 2 hours, 15 minutes on the stream, but yeah, this is not really working too well. It sucked because the last couple of streams of the game actually did really well. People were coming by and saying, hey, I like this game, please keep playing it, and they were supporting it. I don't know where those people are today. Okay, people were asking for this game in the last week. They were like, when are you bringing back Dragon Quest? And I said, next week, we're bringing it back. This sucks. I put a lot of effort already into it, over 20 hours. It sucks because I don't want to even consider dropping it, but how can I stream a game if I stream all day and there's 20 bucks of support? I can't. Okay, I'm just being real. I can't. It's terrible. So if you like this game, I need you to support it today, please, okay? Okay. Let's go. Let's get some support right now. Let's get a sub. Let's get some kicks. Let's get a super chat, a tip, a membership. Can we get some support at all for Dragon Quest? Even if it's not a lot, a little helps. If a couple people give a little bit, it adds up. You understand? So let's go.
And look at that, guys. So successful. $77 on stream. And of course, people have been making fun of DSP for pulling a leg muscle when doing bicep curls. And he's now going to explain we're all morons and try and clear up what he meant. Of course, remember, DSP doesn't care what other people think.
Didn't I say I pulled a leg muscle when doing arm workouts? So there's different ways to do curls, okay? If you have an actual barbell, curls are easier because you just have both arms hold the barbell and you could just be standing and going like this, okay? You could do standing free weight curls, which I was doing at one point, but then I got the weight bench. When you do the weight bench, okay, you can actually do the curls with a little bit better form, and it's actually more work on the arm if you're doing them seated. But when you're doing a seated curl, you have to put your foot firmly on the ground, and then you take the weight from its lowest position and you curl from the ground all the way up, and then all the way down extended, and then all the way up, and then all the way down extended. So while you're doing that, you're supposed to have perfect form. I didn't. And I basically like slipped and twisted my leg, which is supposed to be firm on the ground, and it pulled the muscle right here from my lower back all the way down my right leg. It's my fault. I lost my form. If I had the correct form, I wouldn't have done that. But I lost my form, and I went, pulled it, and like, oh, and it hurt bad. And it still hurts bad right now. It's pretty bad. So.
Then DSP gets a tip, a $500 tip. And he's freaking out because he doesn't know who this is. Then someone in chat, Dark Magician, says, oh, that's me. I put it on my company card. But he's freaking out because he doesn't know this person. And he's worried about it being charged back.
I don't know. Let's see here. Well, hold on. Yes, I guess a tip did come through, and a troll just did a sub. I'm not going to count. They can kiss my butt. Whoa! Holy crap! Is this for real? I don't know, man. I just got a giant tip, and I don't know if I should count it. That's really suspect. That's really suspect that this guy just apparently sent me this much in a tip. I don't know. I mean, the good news is we're not doing goals or anything. It doesn't matter. It's not like it affects anything. But I just got a giant tip. Yeah, from apparently from Dark Magician. He claims he sent me this tip. But then he says, oh, it's going to be from a company. I'm like, I don't know if I trust that. I don't really know if I trust that or not. All right, to be honest with you. Yes, it just so happens that this company is sending me a giant tip on a stream for a video game, right? I don't know, man. Yeah. See, he says it's real, but it sounds like this guy, I don't even know who he is. He was on the earlier stream, right? And now he's on this stream. He starts sending me subs on Kick, which is fine. But then he sends me a $500 tip. I'm not kidding. Out of nowhere. A guy who I don't even really recognize. Like, what the hell, dude? So, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, if it's real, I appreciate it, but I hope you understand why I'm skeptical when you just sent me this out of nowhere, unsolicited, crazy amount of money. I appreciate it if it's real. Thank you. And again, it doesn't really affect anything. Understand, we don't have goals or anything. So if it gets charged back, I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's not like the end of the world. So, all right. Well, Dark Magician, you're saying this is from you? Because there's no message attached to it whatsoever. It's just a tip. That's it. There's nothing else attached to it. So... yeah, I don't know. All right, well, we'll say it's real for now. Luckily, this is part of the advantage of not having goals, and it doesn't really affect anything. If it ends up being charged back, it's just going to be a pain in the butt, because, of course, I'm going to dispute it and try to keep it anyway. But, yeah. All right, well. Thank you to Dark Magician for apparently a $500 tip. That's insane. Thank you. I'll get you on the leaderboard right now. Biggest contribution I have had in quite some time. So thank you so much to Dark Magician. I have no idea what prompted you to be so generous tonight, but I'm not going to look the gift horse in the mouth. All right? Thank you for that. All right. Cool. I know I don't have a $500 animation. I don't have a $500 animation. I can't have one that says that. Well, I could, but I never made one. Okay. Oh, shit.
Then we have this in chat from Dark Magician. Don't say my whole company name, but yes, it's me. And you know what happens right after that? Now the trolls found my Facebook. Nice. Should I just delete my YouTube account? Can we just delete my tip off the board already? That is right, he's already backpedaling, and he would go on to delete his YouTube account. However, very suspicious, very sus stuff the morning before. Why do you say all the words we can't read, dog? We would rather talk to chat than read words on the screen that we can read. This game sucks. Can you stop playing games we don't want? A whale is paying for this playthrough. I just tried to send you money 3 times and it didn't work. Could this be gay ops? Maybe a chargeback coming? Who knows? And it seems like every single DSP tries it, he's eating more and more food. But not just that, unhealthy food. As he got 4 of these desserts. And remember too, he never eats sweets, he never has them in the house. And you know, as soon as the camera goes off, Cat is gonna run up that room and just grab all this and scarf it down like Kirby.
All right, now, for the record, each one of these was $9 delivered. Now, that's with the price of the markup to get it delivered.
Now, let's look at a comparison here. Last week, 3 burgers from McDonald's. This week, 4 containers of dessert. But remember, guys, he eats healthy. He looks at his calories. And he's a health expert, dude. And man, oh man, we are reaching DSP throwback views right now. So the last videos on DSP Gaming, 162 views, 7 hours. 172, 7 hours, 80 views in 7 hours, 197 in 7 hours, 142 in 12 hours, 80 views in 12 hours, and 126 in 12 hours. Amazing. Remember, 20-year veteran right here, dude. And then he tried to get Jasper to come on his lap, use him like a prop, just like he does with everyone. And he said, Jasper Kitty, jump up so the hundreds of people watching you can see you. And then as Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs points out, it's not hundreds, it's 100, as in 153 people. And then someone super chatted DSP. Can you address the Dark Magician tip? He deleted his YouTube channel and his Twitter. And of course, DSP didn't respond to it. So I sent you a super chat and you don't even respond? And of course, we get another old man yells at the cloud about the Super Mario movie, saying that it's for kids and it should be for lifelong fans like him. Phil, there's a reason they market these videos and these movies towards kids, because that's where all the money's at. They go to the parents, parents pay for it. This is marketing 101. This should be in any business class you've ever taken. You market it towards the kids, they pay for it through their parents, they grow up on it, they get nostalgia, they bring their kids to it, and it's a cycle that keeps going on and on. But remember, he's the big brain with the business degree. And his audience was not having it either, and they shit all over his take. And what does DSP do? Starts banning people like crazy, ban, 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 gone forever. And by the way, I just want to point out, look at those big old titties.
I disagree. Someone just said, well, it's better than making 5 separate Mario movies. No, it's not. If you're making an intelligent narrative that goes over 5 movies and they all make sense and they lead into each other in a coherent plot that is intelligent, I like that more than slop. Okay, I'll give you an example. In the 1990s, there were 2 cartoons that came out for Sonic the Hedgehog. There was The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was Kitty Slop, and then there was Sonic SATAM, Saturday Morning, okay? The reason that everyone liked Saturday Morning was because it was an ongoing narrative. It had serious themes. The story developed over time. If you missed an episode, you actually didn't know what was going on the next episode because you missed a part of the story. It was like reading an ongoing comic book narrative that you wanted to follow each episode, each issue. You didn't want to miss one. It was actually meaningful content written for intelligent people, okay? Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was literally like Looney Tunes. Every episode meant nothing. It was complete slop. It was just slapstick jokes and garbage. You could miss an episode, come back, you miss nothing because everything's a full reboot reset. Okay? That's what they're making now for kids. Just brainless trash. Nothing that makes them think, care, feel. Just, it's sparkly. Look, oh. The kids are going to be fucking stunted. These kids are not going to know how to feel, how to think, do anything for themselves because they're watching this garbage. They're playing this garbage. Their whole life is easy mode garbage. They're going to be dumb as rocks. Why are we feeding our kids the rocks? No, there's no fucking irony here, you stupid fucking dunce. The reason that I'm different from other creators is because I don't put out fucking slop. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll actually fucking be intelligent for once. But the thing is, you're a mouth drooler, and you say dumb shit like that.
Then someone asked him his favorite memory of Jasper, and Phil says he can't pick a favorite memory of Jasper because he hangs out with him every day. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Then he plays the new game, and guess what? He goes on and say, YouTube that doesn't move at all, the chat is dead, loves this game. But Kick, they hate it. They're doing the Patrick emote of the thumbs down. Kick, just get the fuck out of here, don't come back. What a great way to tell the remaining supporters on Kick to get the fuck out because they don't like the game. And you wonder, Phil, you wonder why your Kick support keeps going down lower and lower every single week.
So for the record, everyone on the YouTube side seems to be having fun. Everyone in the Kick chat is complaining miserably about they hate it. So everyone in the Kick chat who's complaining, fuck off and leave now. Because if you continue to complain, I'm going to ban every single one of you in a row. And I'm going to laugh at it. I'll even call out your names as I do it. All right? So shut the fuck up and behave. Stop acting like spoiled little brats before I slap you with my e-peanuts. Okay? For those on the YouTube side, thanks for enjoying. I'm having a good time so far. Okay? Cool.
Then he did a late night stream of Street Fighter. No, not this one on Friday. It was on a different night on March 10th. However, support was low, $28. Even though there's no goal, no expectation of money, he's saying, let's go guys, what's going on? You guys wanted this. And he goes on to beg like a bitch, even though he's successful, dude. And as JG points out, oh, I guess this was the success he was telling Zeddy about.
All right, guys, come on. Tonight, I cannot stay late to let you know I can't. So let's get support for fighting games right now. If you want to see me play Street Fighter regularly, please support the stream. Let's go. Guys, come on. Let's go. Let's get some likes on the stream. How many do we have on the stream right now? With 230 on YouTube, we should have 100 likes on the stream. Let's go. Get some likes on the stream. Get some likes on the on-demand video for Honda. Let's get some support right now. Right now. Let's go. We have no tips tonight. Let's get our first membership. And let's get our first tip right now. Let's get more than the $5 super chat I got before I started streaming Street Fighter. Let's get more than the single sub right now. Support for Street Fighter immediately. Inmediatamente. Por favor. This game's really frustrating, guys. It is. You guys know I don't really like it. I wish it was better, you know. But I struggle through it because I know it entertains you. But I need you guys to support the Street Fighter stuff. You have been very supportive of it since I brought it back in, what was it, like February, January? But I don't want it to die out now. I decided to do 2 streams of it this week. Let's go.
And we had a very familiar face on Kick come back and gift subs to DSP. That would be the former Dr. Lexus, now going under the name Kick is Nito. And of course, when you play Street Fighter, there's one thing that always happens no matter who he plays, what happens during Street Fighter. It's salt. Salt and excuses.
My headbutt too, and you can stuff it, so. Okay. I couldn't do anything. That stops my reversal. That stops my medium, even though my medium is my best normal. Oh my god, come on. Yes, everything stuffs me. I'm dead now. He just pressed a random button and it gave him a level 3 combo just by mashing. It's so pathetic. I'll just keep mashing from mid-screen, and since you're Honda, I hope my normal beats you. Dude, it's literally button mashing. The guy didn't fucking time anything whatsoever. He just kept pressing the fucking button, hoping it would counter hit me or stuff my move. It's lame. Like, the guy is terrible. That's why he quit. He's a bitch. He's a fucking scrub bitch. Mashing the button intently. The first round, why'd he beat me? Because the throw beats everything I have. I can't get out of the corner, so he just drive rush throw. I have no moves to stop it. He just wins by default. It's an instant win because Honda sucks. Second round, oh, guess what? Mash button, stuff everything my Honda has. Fuck you. Fuck you, you unintelligent ape. You fucking idiot. Thank you to Oliver Bis.
And we have Stock and Tiger, Timbo, $56, losing his goddamn mind. For 2 weeks, and 2 weeks only, Birdman is going to be Gunman, and he's driving his flatbed truck into town, loaded down with weapons of every kind. Pistols, shotguns, rifles. He claims they were acquired legally, not by theft, or obliterated a cartel. Keep smoking that crack there, Timbo. Good luck in bankruptcy number 4. But the salt did not stop there, as DSP put up a poll, and he let his audience choose who he's going to play in Street Fighter. Of course, it was a poll, a choice of illusion, as he put up Zangief, Honda, Dhalsim, or Blanca. Of course, all the characters he's already playing as. And he's going to blame as well people saying, you picked Honda, you wanted me to fail, I lost all these matches because you picked Honda. What a great way to thank your audience for the engagement, dude.
Why does he get a clean hit? No idea. Didn't do that. What the fuck? I couldn't even hit him. It's so fucking bad. It's not what I wanted. Fucking stupid. I obviously didn't want a super. Of course, just stand there and wait, because your range is twice as good as mine. Can't do anything right now. Can't do anything right now. It's safe. It's all safe. I can't do anything. I can't get out of the corner. You see what happened? He played a pattern. Can't do it. You can't beat it, because it's Honda. Honda has no reversal besides guess super. So literally, he plays the pattern in the corner. I can't do anything. I have no answers for that at all. That's 100% top tier pattern. Can't be stopped by Honda. Nothing can happen at all. This is complete trash. The game sucks. It's fucking terrible. That's not fun. That's trash. That's fucking insane. So I'm out playing you. I'm beating your fucking ass. You get lucky. Now I'm in the corner. That's it. That's the game. That's literally game. Because now I just do jab, throw, safe hit, jab, throw, safe hit. Fuck you. The game is terrible. Like, I really do detest this fucking game as a competitive game. It's fine as a casual game. Competitively, it's just trash. There's zero fucking intelligence in the heads of these morons. They're just a bunch of fucking apes. All right.
And then we had another DSP dent come out, make a video, and defend Phil. I'm not going to show the video, but I'll show their Twitter profile here. Time Leaguer. I'm Logan, Time Leaguer, Eberly, a fox deer who loves life, furry, game dev, artist, Christ follower, Therian, Shintoist, husband, Just wow. Just wow. That's your audience right there, Phil. And look at this. Brand new game. Day 1. Hot new release. 417 views in 12 hours. It's over. Just pack it in, Phil. Then we have this from Meowblock showing Phil working out. And despite his income going down further and further and further, losing whales, losing supporters, lower attendance, he's still spending money. And he's going to get this $300 fight stick that is leverless. And the selling point for DSP is that it has RGB lights.
It is called the Turtle Beach Victrix. That's right, Victrix got bought out by Turtle Beach, so now they're Turtle Beach Victrix. Pro KO leverless fight stick. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. Yeah, you know, the game I grew up playing. It's kind of right up my alley, okay? Capcom and PlayStation officially licensed for PS4, PS5, PC, hot swappable RGB switches, and ergonomic. So to show you this thing, okay? It is sleek, it is slim, it's actually smaller than the one that I have right now. It's actually weighs less and it's sleeker, okay? It has what's called hot swappable switches, meaning since there's no levers, these are just pop in, pop out buttons, okay? And you can build your own layout. As you can see, you can remap as much as you want. You can replace the buttons if they die, okay? Millions of color combinations. Yes, because basically, it's RGB.
And now DSP is saying he's spending this $300 on a new fight stick, but he needs you to keep supporting him. This is like the wheel all over again for American Truck Sim. He spends the money, you better repay him, plus support the streams, dude.
Thing is, it's not about the money. I just want to make this abundantly clear, it's not about the money. It's about the time. Because if I buy that, I need to take time on stream to learn how to use it. Alright? And I don't want to say, oh, let's do it, and I start doing it, everyone's bored. Why are you doing this? You know, it's going to be no exaggeration. Gotta go into training mode, gotta mess around, pick different characters, and I'll try in training mode, learn how to play with them.
So last week, DSP says he doesn't care about views. As long as his money's coming in on the live stream, he doesn't care how low his views get. Well, guess what, guys? He did an entire segment about how he has low views, and he doesn't care about it, but he does care about it. And of course, you know it affects his ego, because he wants to be Mr. Views, he wants to be popular, and it's never gonna happen.
So, I play Resident Evil Requiem, okay? A AAA game. That's hype, okay? I get 8,700 views, 4,000 views, 3,000 views. Now, these, of course, trail off. But you can see, this is the best playthrough that I've done in years. Okay? Seriously, I mean it. Like, this playthrough has done absolutely outstanding. Take a look at Slay the Spire. Do you see a difference? Do you see something that's kind of upsetting? Okay? Now you might...
Then we have this from Not Tim Wakefield. This is an interesting cutscene, but can you get rid of the balding guy in the corner complaining? Of course, that's DSP. Now DSP is going to waste everyone's time converting meters to feet. Even though Cell in the comments says he used to work at a helicopter company and did not understand metric.
The cord on the joystick is only 3 meters long. So... that means that it's just under 10 feet long, so it might just be long enough to reach across my studio.
And despite DSP hurting his leg while doing arm curls, he's now going to give advice about protecting yourself while working out. And he doesn't actually make a point here, he just goes around, 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 around in a circle in a word salad of shit.
Alrighty, so I've talked about that now. Thank you to Secret Rain for a $2 super chat. He says, I hurt my bicep at the gym. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. If you're at the gym, I would hope that you're in a controlled environment. You're using the machines and it's more safe. You know, for me, the reason I get hurt when I work out is because I'm just using free weights in an uncontrolled environment, right? I have a far less than ideal situation. You know, I don't even have, like I said, the reason that I actually hurt my leg is because I was doing a workout without the proper thing. I'm not even, like, secure on the floor, and I'm trying to do it, like, whoop. Oh, God. Pulled my leg now, right? I hope you feel better, Secret Rain. Thank you for the super chat. Caterade just did a $5 super chat. He says, if you want the truth about a streamer...
And then it looked like the Smart Guy co-host, Ethan Ralph, has been arrested, and you see Phil here going to visit him for his lover, his friend, his wrestling soulmate. And then DSP was bragging that he was the first person in school to have facial hair. Then we have Jay Hayes coming back again. $20. Here you go, champ. Here's to playing GTA 6 when it comes out. I know the struggle is real.
What's going on, Jai Hayes? Thank you for a $20 super chat. And he says, here you go. Here's to playing GTA 6 when it comes out. I know the struggle is real. I don't know what you mean by the struggle is real. I'm not struggling. I'm actually doing pretty good. All right? I know that the struggle is real for many people. I was struggling for a long time. Not anymore, though. And, yeah, I absolutely am very much looking forward to GTA 6 coming out. As I said yesterday...
Then, as That Being Said points out, 110 viewers, Sleepy Streamer, 7 chat messages in 8 minutes, 99% of support from fellow LOLCOW that wants attention from detractors, Jay Hayes. Things are going better than ever. But not only that, he's now pushing the narrative, even though he said he never does this, of the detractors versus the dents, and to support him to piss off the detractors. Of course, this is him trying to fully pignose Jay Hayes into giving him his bank account.
So I just got a $50 tip. I'm just going to read the entire message because I think I know who it's from, but I'm not sure. Okay, he just confirmed it. It's Jai. It's Jai Hayes. Thank you, Jai. Because you didn't put your name in the tip. So thank you for that. Here, let's see what he said, because he has a big message here. Ready? He says, I first donated to you because I liked your stream and what you were talking about. Then I donated another $200. He did a bunch of big super chats, and I got lots of shit. I got sidetracked with your trolls. I thought that they might have had good points. I saw how they keep stealing your life and streaming it live. Oh, they're stealing your lives and streaming them live. Yes, I forget that everyone calls them lives now. Rather than live streams, they call them lives. That's like the lingo for them. But you're right. Right now, I'm being live rebroadcasted illegally. I am. That's it. They do every single day when I go live, they're already rebroadcasting me illegally, stealing my content. He says, I support you 100% and I got your back. Well, thank you, Jai. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want you to understand something. I don't care about any of the nonsense that these idiots say. Like, as I'm sitting here, right? And I'm just doing my morning show. And you guys are here. You know what we're talking about, right? Trolls are coming in the chat saying, did you know that Jai was in Raw Phil's chat and he was talking with the trolls and he was saying that, yeah, they know that you know, he supports the trolls? I'm 43 years old. I don't give a fuck about what people do in and out of my chat. I'm just streaming. I don't care about you. I don't care about any of this drama. I just want to do my show. Can I be left alone? And the answer is no. They don't want to know why? Because the people who make the harmful content, the people who make the schlock, the slop, they need people like me who make meaningful content to basically make their junk. So they rely on the people who actually work hard and have talent in order to be able to make their garbage and profit from it. Because if it weren't for the hard workers, they wouldn't have content. They'd be sitting there with nothing and their thumb up their fucking ass. If they ever tried to do a stream for themselves that wasn't me, they would get no viewers, no attention, and no support. It's all based on me. I am the sole focus of this weird vortex, okay?
And DSP always says his content is chill, robust, meaningful, and someone's going to ask him what makes his content different from everyone else's. And he's going to describe how everyone else's stuff is slop and their definition. And he thinks he's Socrates here. He thinks he's changing the world. And he thinks his content is the greatest thing on planet Earth.
Let's go. Let's get support for chill vibes, relaxing music, JRPGs in the house, lots of chill interactions, and You know, lots of engagement and support. Let's go. Okay, someone tipped $2 says, you say you make meaningful content. Could you elaborate? Sure. Here's the difference between slop and meaningful content. Okay? Slop. Slop is literally content anyone can make. It can be made any day of the week at any moment. It's minimal effort and maximum profits because it preys upon human nature. It preys upon the weak. It preys upon the exploitable people, gullible people. Okay?
And one of the most disgusting things DSP said all week is he describes his streams as eye candy for people. I'm about to throw up. DSP, you are delusional, and nothing about your setup is eye candy. Your background looks like Pee Wee Herman's.
If you actually like someone streaming from a completely empty room and you think that that's good content, more power to you. That's awesome. Good for you. Then you know who to watch. The empty room streamer, right? ERG, empty room god. Go watch his content. You know, but hey, if you actually want to watch someone who puts effort in, who every day tries to put on a nice, little, interesting eye candy show for you with fun animations that are the games I'm playing with different things for the background that are pertinent to what we're doing, lighting that is, you know, variety, then watch the streamer who does that, you know?
And DSP's talking about the rise in views from RE9. And now he says, when GTA 6 finally comes out, his channel is going to blow up and he's going to get bigger. I pray to God that he gets low views, low support when GTA 6 comes out, because that will be the last mental breakdown wall that is needed before he loses his goddamn mind fully and completely. Imagine the salt that happens if everyone is getting views and money over GTA 6 except for him.
Finally, a big AAA game comes out that's good. Ginormous attention and support on the channel, right? My views went sky high compared to my other content. I'm making 10 plus times more views than I do on my other content. That's what people want on the channel. You know what I mean? That's what people are waiting for. They want big, high-profile games, and there just haven't been any good ones. So my core audience sticks around and supports me when I'm playing smaller stuff, but then the mainstream audience comes back for the big games. So I know when GTA 6 comes out, things are going to blow up, you know, and that's going to be a lengthy game. I'm going to make a lot of content out of it, so it's going to be awesome around here, right? It's going to be pretty cool.
And if you want more proof that he just wastes money like crazy and he doesn't care about saving and he will be screwed if an emergency comes up, he's now saying he wants to buy another PC because his current PC that he bought 2 years ago is already outdated. And despite DSP always saying, it's not about the money, it's about passion. He loves Dragon Quest VII, and even going as far as saying, it can be a low support game because all the other games are well supported. He's now complaining he's only at $115, and $100 came from the pre-stream. But remember guys, there's no goals, no expectation of money.
All right, guys, so we got about an hour left on the stream. One more hour of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Again, I'd ask if you are enjoying today's stream, if you're on YouTube, please give it a like for engagement. And please, let's get some support. Right now, support has not been very forthcoming since I started playing the game 2 hours ago. Like, no lie, we had almost $100 of support on the morning show. And then as soon as I started playing the game, so we have a final hour. Let's get some rallying. Let's get some subs on Kick. Let's get some kicks on Kick. Let's get a couple memberships. Let's get a super chat, and let's get a tip. If we get one of everything, we'll do really well. The stream will be considered a big, success. But it's been like a trickle. Like in the last 2 hours, I got one super chat and one membership. So let's go. If you like this stuff, you like the chill vibes, please let's get some support in the next hour, okay? Cool.
And then DSP got very pissed. On Friday, his power went out. And he goes on a crash out about how people are fucking stupid, don't know how to do their jobs, that's why the power's out. And he's worried about support not being there.
Not the end of the world. Why is the fucking power out right now? What a bunch of idiots. That's right, I don't want to crash out. I don't, but I'm pissed. I wanted to play Slay the Spire 2. Guys, I was pumped to play Slay the Spire 2 today. I was super pumped. I was so excited to play it with you because I love this game, and now my whole day is screwed up. And the thing is, when the power goes out and doesn't come right back on, it usually takes them hours to get it back on. I'm not kidding. So we might have to wait till like late afternoon or maybe even skip this entire stream because of these idiots.
Now keep in mind there was a snowstorm and high winds that knocked the power out. But DSP is complaining that they're all fucking morons that don't know how to do their job. And this happens. It's called nature, Phil. It happens. But of course, if it affects his money, he is pissed and he demands to be made up for. And he even goes on to say, if the power's out because he's on his backup power right now, he'll have nothing to do but play on his phone. Phil, you're always complaining. You have no time to spend with your wife. You get this perfect opportunity. You say you're successful. You make a good living. But now you have the opportunity to spend time with your wife and you're complaining that you're going to have to play on your phone if the power's out.
But like I said, no, what sucks now is when the power goes out, we're going to be stuck with like nothing to do besides mess around on our phones, right? Like, there's nothing else to do all day. And the worst part about it is it's cold. It's freezing outside with snow, and we don't even have heat because there's no power. So these idiots picked the worst possible day for this to happen.
And DSP gets confronted about it being knocked out because of the weather and the wind, and DSP doesn't let that slide. He calls him a fucking moron for it, and explains that they should have done their job better and prepared for this.
Idiot in the situation, it's just weather. Okay, I want to explain this as calmly as possible. There's snow flurries outside. We have about 2 inches of snow, and the power went out because of it. I want you to think about that. Okay? There's no wind. 0. No wind whatsoever. Okay? There's no actual inclement weather. It's 2 inches of snow, and the power has gone out. So who's the idiot here?
And he's going to go on to complain about the infrastructure of Washington and how it's the government's fault that his power went out. He is losing his mind and crashing out because saying the government is not doing their job and that's costing him money, dude.
This sucks. I'm actually pretty pissed off. I'm trying to just stay cool, but I've had enough with this state that no one in this state knows how to do anything right. They're all inept at what they do. Our government, our infrastructure, it's a joke. Dude, it's lightly fucking snowing outside. I'm serious outside. It's like maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow. It's not the end of the world. Why is the fucking power out right now? What a bunch of idiots. That's right. I don't want to crash out. I don't, but I'm pissed. I wanted to play Slay the Spire 2. Guys, I was pumped to play Slay the Spire 2 today. I was super pumped. I was so excited to play with you because I love this game, and now my whole day is screwed up. And the thing is, when the power goes out and doesn't come right back on, it usually takes them hours to get it back.
And then his backup forced him offline because it failed. And he put this on YouTube. Oh, the power just went out and the backups failed here in Washington. It usually takes them hours to get stuff back up and running. So this means my stream is down for now. But I'll keep you in the loop. Sorry that they're so inept here. And before he was forced off, he made $41. I wonder why he was so angry. He came back like an hour later, but he only managed to get about $94. So sad. And despite 220 being an absolute loser and degenerate, he's still giving money to DSP. But DSP says he'll unban 220 once he gives him 220 subs on Kick.
Oh. Wait, what are you talking about? No, hold on a second. Who was it that asked how many subs to get 220 unbanned? Who was it that asked that? It wasn't 220, it was somebody else. Trying to find him. Oh no, it wasn't 220 though. Because I made the offer to that one person. 220 subs to unban 220, they have to do it. No, 220 subs don't count towards it. 220 didn't ask. It was somebody else. The other person asked to gift them, not 220. Okay.
And then we have this message in chat. Shout out Jax, I ride the bus Raxer, who is on a permanent pay plan to DSP every Friday. He has to give $50 to $100, even though he rides the bus. Jax, I bet that $50K you gave to Phil buys you a car. And you know what happens on Friday. And you know what happens in Street Fighter. That is right. That's right. It time Cammy.
Mash jab. Dude, literally mashing jab beat me every situation she did it. Can't do anything. I can't do anything. This is all free. I just side switched block, nothing. Yep. That's game. Not earned. No hits earned. Literally no hits earned. Mashing jab, throwing, side switching, can't side switch and block online. 100% guaranteed win. Waste of my points. So go fuck yourself. You're a scrub. The online pattern works. I can't do anything about it because the game sucks online. You win because you're a bitch. You have no fucking skill whatsoever. You're an embarrassment to everyone who ever played the game. What was I supposed to do? Literally walk forward, mash, jab, beat anything that I did. It wasn't like she out fucking played me or anything.
Then we have this message from Inspector Gadget. Phil, why are you a spineless, worthless piece of shit? And we have Emperor Ferbs, who's his Janny, who's been trash talking him in chat the last few weeks. I just happy is not angry anymore since Cat. God, I can't imagine if he wasn't. And DSP articulately has a message to Capcom and the FGC about how Street Fighter 6 plays out.
Wow, what a great player. Literally doesn't respond 3 times in a fucking row while he's doing corner pattern. No response whatsoever. 0. Fuck this game and fuck Capcom. This fucking fighting game division should all be fucking unemployed. They should. They should all be fucking fired and thrown into the fucking streets so we can have a good, competent dev team make a fucking fighting game worth playing. Because this game is the fucking shit. This is the worst fucking game. Dropped inputs, garbage patterns, awful online play. They suck. Capcom fucking sucks at fighting games now. They need to bring back the old days of when people actually knew what the fuck they were doing and had competent intelligence and knew how to fucking play stuff. This is retarded. This is like ground zero for stupidity gameplay, man. It's awful.
And that's how the week ended for DSP. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe, follow me on Kick at kick.com/dashfire. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.